Good morning. Well, today I just want to talk about something that I need to talk about today, and it's for you all. So I'll do something a little different. Every day when I do these videos, I make a plan. I said, okay, what I'm going to talk about, what I'm going to do, and I write out a little outline or a script so that I can follow that. Well, today I'm going to do something different. I'm going to read what I wrote. It'll just make it, you'll see in a minute, but it'll make it easier for Papa Steve to do this and share this message with you today. So I want to talk about family ties. We all have family. Some of us a little, some a lot. You all have a lot of family, of course. From the Johnsons and the Coxes, the Crandalls and the Wilsons, there's cousins galore everywhere. Well, our families are bound together by common values, common experiences, common culture. But those shared experiences are what bring us together. Some of them are fun and some of them are hard times, but they still give us the strength that we need to go on and also to bring us together. And I want all of you to know the importance of family to me, but also to know that some of the things that have happened in life have affected me in ways that I never imagined. They've even changed me to be a different person. And a lot of that has to do with the family ties and the relationships that bring us together. So I want to talk about one of those experiences. Now, I know you all know that your mom has a younger brother named David. Well, today it's November 25th, and it's the 22nd anniversary of when he died. Like any parent who's lost a child, it affected me in ways that I never thought. But it also helped me in a lot of ways too. In those 22 years since, I really have become a different person. You can tell that even though it's been a lot of years, my emotions are still very tender when I think of David. Your mom or I can tell you more about him sometime in the future, but just for now, know that he was a sweet boy. He loved to play with his friends. He had lots of friends and cousins. He loved to play with his siblings. He loved video games. He loved to play Mario Kart and help Papa Steve not get last. He would often put his controller down, take my controller and drive it so that I wouldn't get last. I wasn't driving, but I still would get last. He was happy and he was carefree. And as he was dealing with his illness, as he was dealing with his leukemia, there were 3 lessons that I learned at that time, and I want to share those. First, I learned about courage. I learned about courage from David. He was always so strong at what he had to go through. I mean, he was only 4, but he had chemotherapy and surgery and radiation and a bone marrow transplant, more surgery, more chemotherapy. And through it all, he just remained the same person. He was happy and cheerful, and he just wanted us to be happy too. I remember spending nights with him in the hospital up at Primary Children's Hospital, and he would comfort me instead of me comforting him. He didn't spend his time complaining or worrying. He didn't worry about what was going to happen the next day. He just wanted to focus on what was happening right now. He was certainly more than I could have done. And even to this day, I'm in wonder that he was able to remain so strong in the midst of all of that. I think that was true courage. I also learned about service. I learned to be humble enough to receive service and to let others take care of me sometimes. From the good people in our stake and the community in Park City, they all seemed to band together to take care of us. They did fundraisers, they fed us. They just made sure we were okay every day. To my parents who came to stay with us and help us get to all the appointments and take care of the Grace and Kirk and Joni who are still at home. To Nana Wilson leaving her mission and coming out to Utah to be with us and help us. To my sister Susie. She would leave her own family for weeks at a time to come and take care of us so we didn't have to worry about anything. She just took charge and took care of us. To all the other family members, my side of the family, Nana's side of the family, everyone went out of their way to put us first and to take care of us and make sure we were cared for. All of those selfless acts of service left me feeling humble, certainly inadequate, and certainly unable to repay what was done for me. That's when I learned that receiving service isn't about repayment. It's about accepting a blessing and then being grateful for that blessing. But I can never forget it. Lastly, I learned about love. The love that we all have for our family, of course, and how important those ties that bind us together are and how deep they are and how deep they go in our lives. But I also learned of the love the Heavenly Father has for each one of us. How He can take us in our darkest times and shower us with love and support. And we know that He's there. He's aware of our pain. He's aware of our struggles and wants us to get through those trials. Without knowing that, it would have been much more difficult for me to get through those days. So even though I miss David every day still, I am comforted and happy knowing that he is with the loving Heavenly Father. That I will have the chance to see him again, and someday we can be together as a family. I'm glad I have so much family. I'm glad for each one of you, of course. I would rather be with family than anyone else. It's truly a blessing to be able to do that, but it's also a blessing to be able to say that. My hope is that all of you can have those same feelings, that you will feel those ties that bind you to family, and give you that strength and courage to get through fun times, of course, but also to get through tough times. That's my hope for you and my prayer for each one of you, that you'll get through those good times and the bad times. And remember that the family ties, are the things that keep us together. Well, that's the message I wanted to share today. I'm sorry if it wasn't a fun activity, but we'll do something fun tomorrow, you'll see. For today, though, this is Papa Steve's Workshop, and I'm Papa Steve.